What is going on, everybody? Ben McDowell back with another video, and today we are down at La Jolla Shores. This time we are going to a new location for tide pools to check out and see what it's like over there, different geography, different species potentially. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Really nice walk down here. Really do enjoy coming down here. As always, let me know in the comments below where I should go next. But with that being said, let's head on over to the tide pool place and let's get exploring. Like it's a pretty muggy day, although the marine layer is kind of going out, so hopefully it goes out a little bit later on. But walking over to where the tide pools are, or at least I think that they are, and hopefully be able to find some cool stuff in there. All right, I'm now towards where I think the tide pools are, although it is very high tide right now, so I doubt that I can really get to a lot of stuff, and especially with like the waves crashing in pretty early too. It's going to be kind of difficult to see if I can actually like get further out into a lot of these tide pools, but I'm still going to make the journey. At least we're seeing a bunch of birds and stuff, you know, at least a bunch of seagulls and all the other common bird species out here. So really cool walk though, if anything. Nice little hike. I mean, right along the cliff face here. Really cool. But yeah, hoping that we can actually do find these tide pools. If not, then it's gonna be a nice little nature walk. But yeah, as you guys can see, it's very high tide right now. Water's coming all the way up pretty much to the cliff face, and there's more rock structure out there, which I believe is where the tide pools are, but I think that's a little too far out right now. Obviously, we have a bunch of stuff in here that we can probably explore through, so I think that's what I'm gonna do right now. I believe this is like some old coral versus like the actual live rock here, which is really cool. There's something like that over there. Kind of like overgrown with like barnacle and all that other kind of stuff over here, but this I feel like is some sort of like live rock or like coral or something like that. Oh, we got crabs. We got crabs, baby. Hell yeah. Not going home empty-handed today. Let's go. Found a few crabs just burrowing into the rock face. That's actually really sick. Two of them actually, which is really nice. Awesome. We actually did find something today. I was a little skeptic if we were or not, but hell yeah, we were able to find a few crabs. I didn't read the tide charts when I came out here, so that's on me. I should have, honestly, when it got a little bit lower, but you know, we're still able to find some stuff, which is really cool. Oh, that big boy right over there. There's a bit of red on him. Oh, he's chilling in there. Obviously, the waves are gonna get to him, but hopefully he can just stick in there and just chill out for a little bit before this tide finally rolls back down. Nice little clump of anemones here, a bunch of them spawning and stuff like that. I feel like that's the bigger host one. And then like a ton of them that are kind of like sprouting out all right next to each other on this little rock face here. Really sick. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, this was definitely a higher tide than I expected for sure. I mean, the water's literally coming up to my knees. I'm 6'4", which is like surprising that it's coming up that high, especially over here. Really cool to go to this new area and experience it almost for the first time, basically. Yeah, it looks like majority of the species that we're gonna find are little crab species. I haven't really found much outside of that, and then some anemones so far. I like to find some actual tide pools. Obviously, these rock structures are really cool, but the actual like tide pools itself can hold more species like fish, different species of corals, all that other kind of stuff. Like obviously the crabs are cool because you can go on land and water, but I'm trying to look for some more aquatic, more in the actual water kind of species today. I have never seen one of these before. I have no idea what it is. Whoa, there's a crab over here, but then I saw this. Some sort of like isopod or crustacean species. I have no idea what it is. I'll have to put it on the screen, but that thing is insane. I've never actually seen one of these here before. That's so cool. Wow, okay. That's awesome. I was not expecting at all to find a species that I didn't even know existed, nor did I know that there was a new species that I could find. Like, there's another one over here. This one is a bit bigger, but it looks like it's about the same thing. It kind of looks like a skinny cockroach, or like a big like roly-poly or something like that. It's so crazy. You do have to be very careful around these, especially like trying to step where you want to step, because that is a big drop. Obviously the waves are crashing in, so you won't be able to see it. You just gotta be very careful when walking around in any kind of tide pool or any kind of ocean area. Apparently I was wrong about the weather. I thought the marine layer was gonna go out, but it actually came in, which kind of a bummer a little bit, but at least I'm staying cool. Keeps it a little bit cooler, won't get as sunburnt, so always a plus on that. Sadly, I'm not really finding too much sea creatures or anything like that while I'm out here. It is a really nice walk though, which I really do enjoy. At least, you know, it's not gonna be perfect every single time. You just gotta live with that. This is the first time I've really taken like an L for the most part. Like obviously we found some really cool species of crabs. We found a new species that I had never seen. So really cool. Nonetheless, still was able to have a pretty decent day out here. Right now, I'm gonna make one more walk through everything, make sure I didn't miss anything, and probably head to the car. Found another one of these guys again. This one has a bit of, like I can see it a lot closer, it has a bit of a tail. Obviously antenna and stuff like that. That thing is crazy. Big old crab over there. My goodness, that might be bigger than the one that we saw earlier. I'm gonna try to get a closer look. No, don't run away, don't run away. Chill, dude, chill. Stay right there. I just can get like a bit of a better view here. Got a ton of mussels and other species and stuff like that, barnacles and all that kind of deal on this rock face. Actually a really nice spot underneath this ledge. The ocean is right there. And one little guy just chilling out on his own. He's kind of susceptible to getting swept away, but he's holding his ground. He's doing good. Well, unfortunately, we didn't find a whole lot of stuff. Found a new species, found a lot of crabs, saw a lot of birds, obviously. So overall, pretty decent day. Would like to see a bit more different species and stuff like that, but you know, you only get so lucky every now and then. So appreciate everybody watching today's video. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below where I should go next, whether it is another tides pool spot, maybe a different zoo or something like that. Go out exploring or go back to the racing content and all that kind of stuff. So thank you everybody for watching today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. My name is Ben McDonald. Have a blessed day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.